Hi Virgo, so this is going to be your Celtic Cross reading for the month. Let's see what's happening with you. The timeline is the timeline, so it's going to resonate for you when it does, which means I might be seeing your past, present, or future. So be mindful of that, all right? Kindly remember the basic tarot rules for the collective readings, which is take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse energies as you see fit. Doesn't resonate, check your other placements, or I'll catch you in the next one. Yes? Let's see what's happening with our Virgo collective. Show me Virgos. What's happening with our Virgos? Page of Swords. Aquarius opened with the same energy, so you might want to check those out if you are dealing with an Aquarius or if you have Aquarius in your placement here. They had Two of Cups in the past placement. I'm gonna just put out the cards first, and then we're gonna talk about what's happening here. All right? And they showed me Two of Swords in their strength, so a lot of similar cards for you both. But you're showing me you have a clarity of mind, so I might be seeing the opposite side of the equation here. They were a bit confused and up in their head about something, and you are telling me you have clarity of mind here with the strength. Anyways, let's see. Page of Swords with the Chariot. You're telling me you're not sure about your heart space movement right now in a particular direction. You don't know if you want to move in a particular direction, if you can take confidence in it, because you're having a hard time having that sort of emotional confidence in something here, a particular pathway, or a particular person here of interest. The Two of Cups is hovering above you, which means that you are aware of some sort of emotional equation that you have with somebody, but you don't know about your emotions in this situation yet. It's like, I don't know about their direction, I don't know about my direction, because Chariot is emotional direction, honey. Are we moving in this particular direction of emotions? Are we cultivating a romantic angle to this, or are we being friends, or are we being a family member to each other? Are we siblings to each other? What are we? There's that sense of emotional confidence that comes with it, and you're having a hard time. You're trying to observe about what this person is saying or doing, in order to get an idea about what this equation should be like and where you should categorize it as. I hate to use the word categorization, but Virgos and Pisces are pretty good at categorization of, people, places, and situations. Like, this is for this purposes. I hang out with this person for this reasons, right? You're very good with that. So you're having a hard time categorizing somebody here. Okay. The Knight of Wands was in the recent past. So something that follows you to this day. I'm sorry, to this day as well. So you're high in energy. You're very passionate in nature. You're very fiery. You're very direction oriented, instinctual, a lot instinctual too. Like, I feel good about this situation. I'm inspired by this, so I'm gonna take off in this direction, and you don't question it. Some of you have no problem with questioning your own instincts. You just take off in directions that you feel called towards, right? The devil is exiting. So some sort of pattern, with somebody or with a particular situation or your own belief systems or your own habits, something related to that devilish pattern as it pertains to your own self or somebody else. It's exiting, it's trying to exit. The Two of Swords is in the near future. So some sort of confusion, you can't see something here. It's like, I'm confused. Because in your strength, you're telling me that Ace of Swords is there. So you don't like to be confused. So you're having a hard time accepting that confusion phase of things. Like, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what is the truth here. What are we doing? Why am I here? It's kind of like that. Like, I don't like being up in my head about things. I like truth. I like honesty. I like to know what I'm doing. I'm a clear thinker, right? So what is this going on? And also communicator too. You speak facts, you speak what you feel, right? You speak only the truth of your emotions, of your own natural energy, right? And what it wants to express. But you're having a hard time in this situation. I don't know what this is though. I don't know if it's a romantic connection, to be honest. It could be anything. It could be romantic, don't get me wrong, but it could be anything for that matter. Ace of Wands is in your environment. You're trying to renew things with somebody, or somebody is trying to renew things with you, and you're like, okay, I get it if you want to renew things, but and you want to put some more energy, you want to put some more positive enthusiasm and positive energy influx into this to revive this situation, but on what grounds? Because Ace of Wands can feel like momentary when you don't know the emotional direction. Are we goal oriented? Just because I'm inspired by you or just because I'm turned on by you or by this situation doesn't mean I should put myself into it. What about the long term? What about the direction of this? We've been through this over and over again, and I think it's high time that we ask the question, why are we renewing something here, right? The magician is in your hopes and fears. Yeah, you're telling me, should I manifest this though? I know I can, but should I though? The Seven of Cups is in the near future, in the outcome. I always confuse it. In the outcome, which means emotional scattering, emotional thinning of emotions and emotional fragmentation. There are too many options on the table. It could go this way too, it could go that way too. Let's go with the flow. No, no. The chariot is in the crossing. So you want to have emotional confidence in things. You don't want to be confused. You could open up. I mean, you could explore this again, but do you want to? That's my question. Eight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're getting tired. You don't want to feel tired. You don't want to feel emotionally unfulfilled. You're trying to close that cycle out. And it's taking you a lot of hard work and arguing, bitching, and trying to present yourself your own perspective about what you want, what you desire for yourself. And there are people fighting off. It's like there are people fighting you off on that particular subject. Like, no, this is not what you want. And let me tell you 10 things wrong with your plan. Okay. The King of Cups, you're trying to step into your more mature emotional self of what you should be doing with your life, what you shouldn't be doing with your life, where you should be investing your heart into, and where you shouldn't be. Let's see the Page of Swords right away. This is really interesting. It's kind of like I can renew things with you. I have energy. I'm high in energy. I'm a clear thinker too. That's why you're a good manifester as well, because you're focused. You know how to keep your focus. But for some reason, this situation makes you question things a lot. It makes you question the direction of this, the plan, the intentions, what is going to happen. I don't know. There are too many question marks surrounding this situation. I don't know what to do. Nine of Cups on the Chariot. Yeah, you want to be happy. That's what you want. You're trying to learn that. You're trying to gain insight as to what being happy and fulfilling your own dreams feel like. You don't have a problem with moving forward. I told you that's your energy imprint I'm getting. You might have some Leo or Cancer in your chart, not the point. We have the Devil, which is Capricorn as well. Again, not the point. It's like I don't have a problem moving in the direction of my own happiness and what I deem to be my happiness. But for some reason, I've been questioning about what makes me happy these past few days, weeks, months. Something or somebody made you start to question about how you love yourself and what you consider to be your happiness. I thought this made me happy, but this turned out pretty confusing and funny. So was this my definition of happiness? It's like you're thinking about that, you know? Like, is this the definition of my happiness, that I like, I enjoy being in confusing relationships? Is that my source of happiness? Yeah. For some of you, I told you that there's this connection or some sort of equation or habit or pattern of yours that you're trying to break and you're trying to learn. Don't get me wrong, the Page of Swords is here, so you're giving it enough thought, trying to understand, trying to learn from other people as well, trying to observe, trying to read textbooks as well, on happiness and stuff, what healthy happiness feels like, listening to podcasts as well, because Page of Swords is an observer, is a learner. He doesn't have too much information, so he just watches and observes and tries to gain information, right? Chariot, Ten of Pentacles, World, the Six of Cups. Yeah, you're like, the world is in the middle, so it could swing either ways. You're telling me I am confused about the emotional direction into this. I wanted this to be a part of my life in some way, shape, or form, this particular connection that I have. I've known this person a long time, right? Six of Cups is soul bond energy. And even if you don't believe in soul bonds, it's somebody you've known a long time. And even if it's 6 months, they have impacted you emotionally so strongly that you will remember them for a long time. Because it's like they have a very unique emotional imprint on you. The way they talk to you, the way you connect to them, it's very unique. You cannot replicate it, right? You're telling me, yes, this is important connection to me. Yes, this person is special to me. I've known this person a long time and I would like this person to be in my life, but at what cost? Is this going to lead to a 10 of Pentacles? Is this going to be something stable? Does this person want to be a part of my life and contribute something of value to my life? Because 10 of Pentacles is like value, right? Where you draw your values from. And value can be anything, which is money, finances, resources, family, friends, community. Anybody who adds value to your life is valuable to you, right? The 10 of Pentacles. And then you give them value, you give them importance in your life, you give them that status in your life for the long term because they add something to your life. So you're telling me that I'm having a hard time understanding where this person fits, or if this person fits at all or not. I could open up, this person is special to me, but how does this fit into my reality? Let's see the Two of Cups for you. Show me the Two of Cups for Virgo and the hovering energy. It's like you're telling me the emotions aren't enough. Just me finding them special isn't enough. I need more. I need to see that they also want me the same way and they also want to build something for me, with me. If you have Aquarius in a chart, you might want to check theirs out. You're communicating to somebody here. I feel like it's that person. Is it somebody else? Yes. This is somebody you've known a long time. Is this somebody that you're connecting to? The devil is at the bottom of the deck. I'm borderline. I'll come back to this. Let me clarify the Knight of Wands first. Let me clarify the Knight of Wands for you. The devil keeps following me. Yeah, the Two of Cups. Show me the devil. I need to know what the devil is. There is something else that surrounds you, man. And you're communicating to it, or you could communicate to it. You know it to be true. Wait, is this connection same? Yes. Okay, so This person and this person is the same. All right. To avoid the confusion, I just asked the question. Anyways, you like connecting to this person. You're telling me I love communicating to you. I love emotionally connecting to you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel very good in terms of feelings, right? But it doesn't go beyond a three of cups. It doesn't go beyond, despite knowing that we have love for each other and we care for each other in some way, right? With the two of cups, because that's two unique cups, right? There are two cups and they're sharing with each other. I care for you, you care for me. I love you in this way, you love me in that way. I love you as a friend, you love me as a friend. I love you as a family, you love me as a family, right? It's kind of like that. It's very superficial connectivity levels, which is not much, occasionally connecting with each other, nothing too crazy, checking up on each other, talking to each other over shared interests, what happened the past few months, let's catch up, things like that. And whenever you connect to each other, you share your viewpoints with each other and you feel very comfortable doing so. You feel very comfortable sharing your emotions to this person, but it's not too crazy. So, which means you know that you would like to open up towards this person, but you don't know the direction. And that's why you're having a hard time opening up to this. In the recent past, the Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Hierophant, and the Three of Wands. You're telling me, intellectually speaking, you knew that you were open to some sort of commitment energy in the past. You know, you wanted commitment of some sort. You wanted loyalty. Commitment, at the end of the day, boils down to loyalty. It boils down to, I say yes to this, and I'm going to stick by it, because when Hierophant says yes to something, he's going to stick by it. He's going to follow it. That's where our values come from, not our beliefs, but values. What we choose to live by, things that we actually say yes to, are our values in a way. So you're telling me that I wanted to say yes to some sort of commitment energy based on my values. I wanted to accept something, or wanted to take off in certain situation here. And you did give yourself permission to pursue it. And in general, you have no problem with waiting for things that are actually correct for you. Spiritually, you know it, and mentally, you know that this is the correct way to go. And then I take off in that direction. Meanwhile, I just wait. You have a habit of doing that. So you have no problem waiting for the right opportunities to come by to say yes to, right? The devil is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, Tower, and the Death. All right. This is very explosive energy. You broke down a certain pattern of yours in the recent past, and you've been trying to do that. I'm borderline curious about what that pattern is. We have the devil, hermit, fool, and the two of swords at the bottom of the deck here again. It's like your 3D energy was moving in a particular direction. It was open in certain directions, in certain connections and places. That was not necessarily good for you. You used to take off in certain directions that were not necessarily good for you. And it has made you question your own values. That's why you're questioning what makes you happy, because you thought that these were your values. And that's how you ask yourself if this fits into my commitment goals, into my own sense of commitment to myself or not. Is this a better definition of myself or not? And as a result, I take action towards that. But there was something that you moved towards through that belief system of yours, and it was very explosive in nature. You thought it was correct, but it blew up in your face for some reason, and you had to experience a very strong transformation in that subject. It's like that ended. Shit. And that was some sort of toxic cycle that you got yourself wrapped into, be it with another person or work situation, but it was unhealthy of some sort. It might have been a toxic habit of yours, meaning, addictions. That's what I'm talking about. Addictions of some sort. Shopaholic, alcoholic, everything, anything. It could have been anything, eating, emotionally eating, things like that. There was some sort of habit that you broke of yours, or that blew up in your face and you had to change it drastically. You're confused about this particular arena. Still, it still confuses you, this particular situation with this person. It's like, you're having a hard time closing the cycle out because they make you happy to a certain extent, but not too much. Not in the sense of how you would like it to be, which is Nine of Cups, Sun, and Chariot. This personally pleases me. This makes me happy. This makes me smile. This makes me, accepted and celebrated. But also, I know where I'm going with this, the Chariot. That's the kind of happiness you want in your life. It's not just about personal pleasures like, oh, whenever I connect to them, it personally pleases me or it makes me happy in the here and now. No, but I'm also willing to continue to move in this direction and keep on experiencing it. And there's a goal that I have in mind. Since this fits my bill, I'm having a hard time understanding your reading. It's like it's too extensive. So I might miss out on a lot of points, honey. But I'm trying to understand it as much as possible. And I'm trying to explain it to you as well. This has its own depths to it. I would like to clarify it. Maybe if I get a chance, if I complete the whole reading faster, then I'll go back to it. I don't know what that particular. There are some specifics to it, man. I know it's very generic because the concepts are very vague, which is devil, tower, and death. It's like a pattern of yours that you broke, and it was by your own design. But well, what was that pattern? I'm telling you, you could renew this thing, but is this your desire though? You would like to, but there are too many question marks. It's not for the lack of energy, it's not for the lack of desire, it's not for the lack of want. You feel like this could fit the bill, but there are too many question marks surrounding this situation. It's like maybe the other person is giving you a lot of question marks. They're not giving you an absolute answer. Maybe they're telling you that, oh, I'm willing to wait, I'm willing to go with the flow and let's see where this goes. And you're like, I know where I want this to go, and I know where I want to take this in this lifetime, right? i want I'm willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to take it where I want it to go, where I need it to go. These are my goals with regards to this particular connection, and I'm willing to put my best into it. Are you gonna do the same? And they're like, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like they're giving you mixed answers. It's like, I love connecting with you, but P.S., I don't know if I want everything with you. That's something. You have a huge heart in you. Your strength is know that you have a huge heart and you have a very strong mind. You say what you do what you say, and you say what you mean. You're a very clear thinker. You're a very clear feeler. Your emotions about something, somebody are very clear. When you love somebody, you don't apologize for it. And you don't have a problem demonstrating that as well. You don't have a problem speaking to it as well, acknowledging it within yourself. Some of you are very sensitive by nature, but you go by a strong mind. And maybe this is that person, and they like connecting to you over superficial cups. They like communicating to you because somehow you also mirror that King of Swords energy as a Queen of Swords, right? So somebody who can hold a conversation, somebody who can communicate facts as well. But P.S., you have a strong heart as well. Your mind and heart are attached to each other. So maybe that person's not is not, and yours is. And that's the point of difference that we are getting here. Yeah, the King of Swords again, that might be that person, might be connecting to a Leo as well. They have strong pride, very strong. I did see Leo in Aquarius's reading as well. I feel like you both are mirroring over each other. You know, I'm seeing the opposite side of the story. Let's see the Ace of Wands. You're having second thoughts. It's like you're expressing to this person, but you're still having second thoughts about, is this going to go somewhere, man? I'm emotionally expressing, I'm emotionally putting myself into it. I'm showing enthusiasm for this, but But my 10 of cups goals, is this going somewhere? Is this going to stabilize? Is this person going to harmonize with me? Is this person going to express their emotions as well? Is this person going to emotionally be vulnerable with me, trying to emotionally connect with me or not? Because 3 of cups and 10 of cups, the difference is that 10 of cups is very full-fledged, like I'm a part of your world and you are a part of my world. You know me quite deeply, I know you quite deeply. You know my story, I know your story. I know what makes you tick. I know what makes your eyes shine, right? What makes your heart smile, everything. While 3 of cups is like, yeah, we like to connect over chess. We love chess, and that's what we connect over, and that's where it is, and that's where it stops as well. Show me the magician. They're having doubts. I haven't seen any 3D sort of connectivity between you two. That's what's surprising to me. Except for this part. You don't know if this person can fit into your world. You're having doubts about that. Does this person fit into my bill? Yeah, that's your devilish pattern. You've seen it. You've seen it. So this is not you then. That's your devil. You hope and you fear that if you connect to this, you'll be giving into the old patterns that you've worked so hard to recognize and to break, to try to do otherwise, right? You're trying. With the Page of Swords, you've just begun, that baby steps towards a better life, towards making better choices for yourself, towards making good choices for yourself, which are going to serve you in the long term, not just in the here and now, but loving yourself healthily to understand that you are worth the dreams that you desire and fulfilling those and moving towards those goals. It's not just about pleasing yourself right now in the here and now, right? 10 years down the line, I should be able to feel good about my investments. And you're telling me this connection takes you back. You're scared to manifest this equation because you feel like the same old pattern of withholding, of holding on to this for wrong reasons will come back up. So there was an ending between you two, right? The 8 of Cups and the 10 of Swords is, yep, at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles, is that who they are? The lovers? For some of you, yes. It's a strong connection. That's why you're having a hard time, and that's why you fear it as well. You fear the connectivity pattern, like nothing has changed, and I'm scared to renew this because, even after this many time, this many years, this many months, nothing might have changed, and I'm scared to put myself into it and repeat the same pattern over and over again. It might become my habit, and it took me so much time and energy and effort and heartbreak to break that pattern, to see that pattern, to acknowledge that pattern, right? And to try to do otherwise. So I don't want to go back. That's one of the things you're scared of. You're fearful of that. Let's see the Seven of Cups. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the World. Okay, good. The King of Swords again at the bottom of the deck, that person, that special person of ours. You're telling me no more emotional confusion in the outcome here. No more emotional confusion. If I'm not confident about certain direction, I won't take off in that. If I'm not confident about my investment in you, if I'm not confident about the stability of a situation, and we don't have the same goals, we don't share the same goals, we don't share the same values, then it's done deal. You're closing something out in the near future. You're closing the cycle out of hoping and wishing and desiring that I could still keep myself open to this in some way, give something of myself to this without having any harm, without inculcating any harm, without feeling bad. But you are feeling bad. Even if you connect to them for, let's say, 5 minutes, it still makes you feel bad. Like, why am I talking to them? Why did I respond to them? I give into this situation again. I talk to them again. I say I wouldn't. I claim that I wouldn't ever do it. I wouldn't talk to this person, but I do it again, where nothing has changed, and I still give into that situation. I still hope that someday maybe, they will define it, but they don't. And it doesn't go any further. Definition doesn't necessarily mean that, they have to define it as romantic or as, let's get married. No. It's like defining it in the sense that, what do you want? You like talking to me. Okay, what do you want then? It's like for some reason they can't state it. Even they don't believe their own words about what they want, maybe. And that's why you're confused. You're not convinced by their words because they show inconsistency in their belief system. You can't take them seriously. There might be distance between you two. And that's why I don't see any 3D connectivity. But regardless, you're like, I've been waiting a long time. There are moments of silence between you two. And then communication happens. You feel instantly gratified, right? That instant gratification, that's what you were patronized to. And you're telling me that I don't want just instant gratification, but I want it for the long term. So it's not just about the here and now. What is my long term game? I need to think about my long term game. I need to think about my life, my future goals. I can't be giving myself to these situations that are impermanent, that take away my energy, take away from my time, and I end up not having energy for those things that actually matter to me and that are going to be there for me for the long haul. And yes, you will be setting yourself up to pattern of casual relationships. For some reason, I wanted to say sexual relationships. So the more you invest into something, the more it becomes your habit. So you're trying to not make this situation a habit, these type of connections a habit of yours. Right now, I see you communicating, but in the near future, I see you trying to acknowledge the fact that probably this is best served as closed, despite however special they might be to you. They cannot fit your world, they cannot fit the bill of your life and where you're going in this life. You're figuring it out for yourself because probably this connection occupied so much of your life that you forgot where you were going and you forgot your goals. You forgot who you were. And a lot of strong transformations happened for you. And now you're questioning everything about where you should be going, what is good for you and what's not good for you. You're trying to learn that as well. Yeah, they're giving me the vague answer of, this connection is special to me because you make me happy. All right, I make you happy, I make you smile right now, but what about the long term? That's the difference between sun and the star. It's like, yes, it makes me happy. A cup of coffee would be nice right now. A pizza would be nice right now, but that does not mean I should be indulging in it too much every day because that can be a self form of self indulgence, and that's an addictive pattern again, right? That's a form of addictive pattern, indulging in those things that can instantly gratify you, right? It can gratify your tongue, but that does not necessarily mean that it's going to boost your health for the coming years. That's the difference between a healthy nine of cups and a healthy sun. While instant gratification, you're trying to tell me that I'm not into instant gratification stuff anymore. I want the long term. I don't want pizza anymore, thank you. I want broccoli. It's like you're switching from pizza to broccoli. And that's a healthy choice, honey. So I commend you for that. And you're going to have those moments of confusion. Don't get me wrong. You will have moments of confusion when you're first trying to step into a different energy of making healthier choices for yourself. Things are going to pull you back. But if you allow them, then you will be defined by those choices. So at the end of the day, you have free will. You can step into your power and say that no, even if this is new, even if this lifestyle is new to me, I'm still willing to build on that. Just as I built my life around wrong choices, right? I can make that new choices a habit as well. Go ahead, switch from pizza to broccoli. That's what you want, and you deserve it. You have a very high functioning energy. You're an empress, honey. The Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. You showed me all of the queens combined, which is the Empress. So you are an empress. You are worthy of so much more because you bring so much more to the table. So that's all I have for you, Virgos. I hope this helped and take care.